Hey guys, what is up? This is Never Used Tier here, and I got a great, epic, just awesome NU match for you today. And first, I'd like to say, there's this new channel, HD Poke Cinema, that my friend Rebel Riot 1705 made, and I am a director there, and I uploaded a very good match there the other day, so go check that out. So yeah, let's get into this anyways. So I lead off with my Superior, and he leads off with his Cincino, and I switch right away because I know that I can take anything with my Mag Cargo, and luckily I get the Flame Body on him, so I basically crippled his Cincino on the first turn, and then he sets up the Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, you know what, I don't even need Mag Cargo, so I just go for the Memento and get both of his attack stats halved. And then I go into my Octillery just to set up a sub because I thought he was going to switch, but he didn't, and he just goes for the Toxic, which is great for me. And then once again I thought he was going to switch, so I just go for the Thunder Wave, but he didn't. He stayed in and gets the Parahax, which is pretty funny. But he can't really do anything to me. I don't know why he's staying in. And I just go for the Charge Beam, get my special attack raise, and he gets Parahaxed again, which is just pretty funny. And then just to make it even better, I get a crit on the next charge beam, and then he gets Parahaxed again, and it's just, I actually feel kind of bad for this guy, but this hack really didn't matter, because he just goes for the Roar, and I have Suction Cups, and then he just switches out into a Cincino, because he can't really do anything, and he's burned, but for some reason it doesn't say he is, but if you remember on the first turn he got burned, which is kind of weird. And that's why the Bullet Seed takes 2 to take out my sub. And I just go for the Charge Beam and take him out. And then he goes into his Mothim and goes for the Air Slash. And luckily for me, he doesn't get the flinch. And so I can take him out with an Ice Beam. And yeah, that's great. And so now he goes into his Kingler. And I'm like, alright, pretty sure he can't take me out. So I just go for the Charge Beam. But he takes me out with a Frustration and then gets hurt by the Life Orb. And then I go into my Superior to scare him out, and I go for the sub on the Switch, I believe. Yeah, I do. And then I go for the Leech Seed here, probably. Yeah, but I missed, unfortunately, but it didn't really matter, and I got enough hacks on him, and that doesn't even it out a little bit. But he switches into his Tangela, and we were talking on the side, and I guess I wasn't really paying attention. And I just went for the sub again, which in hindsight was incredibly stupid, and I go for the taunt just so he can't Sleep Powder or Leech Seed when I switch out. And I switch out and go into my Cryogonal because I know I can easily take anything he wants to do, but he knocks off my Life Orb, which is just fine because I don't really need it anyways. And I go for the Rapid Spin on the Switch just to get the rocks out of here. And I go for the Ice Shard here. I have Ice Shard on this guy because just for priority and revenge kills and stuff. And I go for the Ice Beam, get another crit, but it doesn't really matter at all, I'm going to say. And I'm just staying in because I don't have any safe switches at this point. I really don't need my Cryogonal, so I'm just going to let him die. And I died Toxic on this turn, I believe. Yeah, and then I go into my Pharaoh to scare him out with any of my moves, basically. And I just go for the U-turn because I know he's going to switch. And then I'm pretty sure I go into my KRICKETUNE so that I can break for the kill. Heck yeah. KRICKETUNE, the MVP of this match, and you'll see why later. And then I taunt him so that he can't go over the Sleep Powder or the Leech Seed. And then I switch out into my, no I don't, I go for the Perish Song. And here is, I have Perish Song on that guy, which is just kind of funny. And I switch out into my Superior, and I barely live the frustration. And to my surprise, this timid Giga Drain takes him out. And I do have 252 special attack investment, but I still didn't think that would take him out. But it did, and here I don't have any safe switches, so I just go for the Leech Seed. I don't know why. I could have gone for the Giga Drain, but, I mean, any of my moves would have been pointless, because Giga Drain just wouldn't do anything to him. And I go for the drill peck just because it'll easily take that out, and if he switches into his tangle, it'll be super effective. And then I go for the drill peck again because I'm scarfed, and that's stab and everything, and that actually did more than I expected, considering he has like a ton of defense, and Pharaoh isn't even that good at. He doesn't even have the best attack stat. Sorry. And I come in and go for the taunt, so he can't put me to sleep. And I don't know what happened to my brain at this time, but I went for the Perish song. Well, none of us would live for 3 more turns, so it didn't even matter. And now I go for the X Scissor, and it doesn't do enough to 2-hit KO him from this range, and I'm really sad. But now, alright, let's really slow this down so I can explain it. So now, it's either I get a crit or I lose, but then I go for the X Scissor and take him out. But I forgot that KRICKETUNE had Swarm, and so I looked at his ability and it had Swarm, and that really made me happy, and I thought that was an amazing game. So yeah, please leave a like if you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this personally. I don't know about you. If you didn't, that's I'm sorry. But anyways, go check out HD Poke Cinema. The link will be in the description, and I will see you next time.